It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints' leader at quarterback. He was excellent a week ago, throwing 7 touchdown passes. It's the Saints and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Saints of Mexico City taking on the LA Chargers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Herbert to throw right away.
No, that was a pick. Oh,
Josh Palmer, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. You look at the Saints defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Again, Herbert. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
On 1st down, Dawson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
14 yards that time for number 14. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You look at this Saints defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert running left off the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. That's out wide for Palmer. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
third down. Dawson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. On 1st and 10, Dawson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gives it to Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And they've got him inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him. as the ball arrived to the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Chargers.
Bro, what? I get the speed. He's not too fast. 92 awareness. Obviously not. 85 zone coverage and 93 play recognition. I ain't gotta go all the way over there. Y'all seen what the fuck happened.
On the touchdown pass, and the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds Johnston. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's got another one to Johnston. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Herbert. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Thornton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Herbert back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there.
And then had the fucking nerve to celebrate. Bro, get Stark 2 deflections. Or 2 interceptions. That shit was so garbage it didn't even count as a fucking deflection.
Partner, the defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Let's go.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, a 9-yard touchdown.
Look at the play cover 4.
And the
That should
Chargers
defeat
are going to
that.
take the lead. Oh, this is blocked.
Hey,
The Saints have got it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. To throw on 2nd down. Dawson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Justin Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Herbert on first down now. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd and 6. Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Dawson. And this will be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. In motion right, Olave. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Looking to throw on second down. Dawson. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They run again with Wilkins. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas.
Touchdown, Saints. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down as well. So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Herbert.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And
the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
Herbert throwing again.
That's complete yet again to Thornton.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
That is caught.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Dawson. Throws right side, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ready.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thornton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Touchdown pass, and the Chargers get a bit closer. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
Go.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 42 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Marte Mapu. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Mexico City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.